New from SJR Models, Denny Hamlin's 2023 FedEx Express Toyota Camry TRD, 124 scale, full detail kit. So new for this kit is going to be obviously the Toyota specific parts. Everything else is going to be shared between the other makes, the Ford and Chevy, and that includes, unfortunately, the engine, which is shared between all three makes as well, so no Toyota engine. There's also a new parts tree that has been added with the start of the Toyota kits, and it is going to be today's What's in the Box. And now taking a look at the body, you can see it is molded in white. Taking a look now at parts tree T. Pretty sure the T stands for Toyota. This is the Toyota specific parts tree. So here we have the hood and the underside of the dash. And up here we have the Toyota specific air ducting pieces, the hood vent air duct pieces, spoiler, front part of the radiator induction pieces, and the dash switch panel piece. Parts tree R is next, and it is the other new parts tree for this kit. It contains some of the wet weather package pieces, as well as a new front bumper bar for the Toyota body. So starting up top, parts 1 and 2 are the rear rain flaps, and parts 3 and 4 there in the middle are going to be the front rain flaps. This is going to be the new front bumper bar for the Toyota. They had to make a new one as the Ford and Chevy bumper bar would not fit. There was some fit issues because of the way the Toyota nose is shaped. And this is going to be the wiper blade for the wet weather package, which is ran on all the short tracks and road courses. And these are going to be the front bumper and rear bumper camera pods, which are standard on all of the cars, with or without an actual in-car camera package. Getting started with parts tree B, which is the underside paneling rear diffuser parts tree. So we'll start with the under paneling diffuser back here, the splitter up front, here we have the digital dash, here we have the fuel filler lines, hoses. Over here on the left we have some of the ducting. Depending on which make you're building, you will not be using some of these pieces. Here we have the cold air box and intake pieces. This is going to be used for the Chevys only. The seat, 2-piece. Moving on to parts tree C. So in this corner we have the leg rest, oil pan, window net, part of the radiator, the A-pillar window net, pedals, the other part of the main radiator. Here we have the pedal box, a cross member bar for the engine compartment, more radiator and ducting. This is going to be for the Chevys. Over here we have the rear wheel wells, along with the prop shaft. Here we have the BBS wheels, 2 pieces. Parts tree E is next, and it is part of the chassis parts tree. So up here in this corner we have the top part of the roll cage and the foam insert pad that goes next to the driver's seat. And next to it we have in the middle the one cross roll bar and a vertical roll bar, and then the left and right side of the roll cage. Down here we have the tunnel, another crossbar, and the left and right side of the front clip. And over here we have some more roll bars, this fire suppression bottles, the rear view mirror, the electronic rear view mirror, crossbar there, part of the lower part, the lower part of the front clip, and the ECU ignition. Moving on now to parts tree D, which is more chassis parts. Top left we have the roll bars that go attached to the rear bulkhead, and to the right of that we have the rear shelf tray. Here we have the rear bulkhead. Down here we have the bottom part of the rear clip, left and right rear clip pieces, top part of the fuel cell. On this side we have the rear end of the rear clip, another piece of the shelf, and the firewall. Parts tree G is up next, and it is suspension and more chassis pieces. Up here we have the transaxle and the exhaust tips, part of the belt pulley. And here we have the brakes, rear, front, decent amount of detail on them. Rear bumper piece, front part of the transaxle. Down here we have the steering shaft, transaxle or drive shafts, and another steering column, the steering rack, and the gear shift. Here we have the steering wheel, exhaust headers, and the front bumper, and the base for the roll cage. Parts tree A is next. This has some engine pieces and some suspension pieces. Up here we have the bracing for the rear bumper, bracing for the front bumper. Here we have the rear suspension axle piece. I'm not sure exactly what it's called. Lower control arms, the rear upper control arms. Here we have the engine, valve covers, heads, engine blocks. Here we have the bell housing, radiator hoses. Here we have the control arms, upper and lower for the front, the dampers, front suspension pieces, the coil packs, fuel rail, front accessory piece for the engine, intake, wires. Clear parts tree is next. We'll get started here in the middle. We have the front window and the rear window. Here is the high downforce spoiler, which is used at Daytona, Talladega, and sadly Atlanta now, and the shark fins, trunk, and C-pillar. Here we have the passenger side window, the A-pillar window, and the side windows. Taking a look now at the tires, Goodyear Race Slicks. Taking a look now at the Toyota Camry decal sheet. You can see it is pretty full. So up here we have the headlight decals, the grille decals, Camry badging, Camry decals, side skirt, the TRD decals, wheel decals. Back here we have more window trim decals, the tail lights, hood pins. And now the main decal sheet. You can see it is nice and colorful. You got the FedEx purple and orange. So really you don't have to paint any of the colors, just paint the body base white, and the decals take care of the rest. Going to take a look now at the instruction book. Now we're going to take a look at the Denny, Hamlin, FedEx insert page. There's the decal placement guide. So that, my friends, is going to do it for this look at Denny Hamlin's 2023 FedEx Express Toyota Camry TRD from SJR Models. So on that note, thank you guys for watching.